Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How y'all doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I'm doing my update for Deck of Panning. Deck of Panning is a game that is brought to you by the wonderful Emily from Emily and Max. She made up this game. This is, I think, the 4th year she's had it running. All the rules and all the things are down in the description box. But baseline, you need a deck of cards, her game board, which you'll see here in a second, and your makeup inventory. In order to play this game, it's super easy and it's super fun, and there's a ton of us doing it. There is a playlist that Emily keeps going, and it is also linked down in the description box, and I hope that you will go say hello to so many of my friends that are also doing this game. And Deck of Panning is one of my favorite games to play. So with that all being said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. Ultimately, this that I do here, this is my self-care. I enjoy coming out here, talking to you about the good, the bad, the ugly, all the things coming in and out of my life as it pertains to beauty. This channel warms my soul, keeps my anxiety at bay, and I just wouldn't be the same person if it wasn't for my YouTube fam. So I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. I hope that you love this channel so much that you can't live without it. You like me enough that you can't live without me. I am kind of a kick in the pants to hang out with, and I just would love to welcome you personally into my YouTube fam. So if you subscribe, please let me know. I'd love to hit you up down in the comments section, welcome you personally, do a little woo-woo party for you. And with that said, if Deck of Panning sounds like something you're interested in watching, please keep on watching. All right. So I feel like this last month was probably not the best month, although I still wore my makeup over 20 times last month, which I don't feel like I did, but I mean, I tally it every single month, so I guess I did. And I was able to complete quite a few products in this, so I'm really pleased with it all. And because this isn't our first rodeo, and because this game is, I mean, literally winding down, right? I'm just going to let you know that all the information that you need to know about this game is down in the description box. If you have any questions, please reach out in the comment section. I would love to answer for you, but let's just jump right in to the products that I still have in the prompts for Deck of Panning. So first things first, this is a product that I rolled in thinking, easy peasy. I've done one of these before. I'm going to be done with it super soon. And it is just not that product for me anymore. I rolled it in May. I had not too long prior to that point lost my position, and I at Ulta, and I didn't really recognize that I probably wouldn't use this product quite as much as I was using products of the sort when I worked at Ulta Beauty. So in May, I rolled in the 3 of Clubs. In May, the 3 of Clubs was a spray, and for that, I rolled in a Kaoli purse spray. This is the purse spray in vanilla, I do believe. Yeah, it's in vanilla, and it smells so good, but I just have not used it like I was hoping that I would or thought that I would. I rolled it in to empty it. That was my bad. This is where we're sitting currently. I hope that you guys can see that. I'm going to lean it back a little bit so that you can see there has been quite a bit of usage on it. It's just not as much usage as I originally intended it for it to have. The last time I emptied a purse spray, it's because I kept it in my car, and every time I got out to go into a store or whatnot, I would spray myself with it, so I was using it all the time. Now I own a coffee shop. I'm not going to wear perfume in the coffee shop. It kind of takes away from the smell and the ambiance and the taste, honestly, of coffee. But also, like, I just haven't worn it a whole lot before that point, right? Because I was doing my due diligence to get that coffee shop in a good place to take over the coffee shop. So I've been in the coffee shop for the last like 3 months. I rolled this in May. 3 months ago was the end of June, and I just really haven't seen the amount of usage on this product that I really thought I would. So I'm still keeping it in here for empty. It'll probably maybe be empty by the end of the year. Maybe. If not, I know that I've got a good amount of use out of it, and I'm happy with the product usage that I've had. In July, I have 4 products left over. First was for the 9 of Hearts, which was oldest product. And for oldest product, I had, you know, a handful of things that I could have brought in. And I elected to bring in this. This is the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan blush in Glimmers of BS. And it's actually a really beautiful, icy tone of kind of like a pinky highlight. It looks very golden on my hand here, but it's actually, I think, more pink, honestly. It is on my face today, mixed with another highlight that I needed to get some use out of, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful, but I rolled it in for 9 times use because it was 9 of Hearts that I rolled it in with, and I have only used it 5 times, which is 4 times this last month and 1 time the month that I rolled it in. I don't think that this is a hard product to use, but what I do know to be true is I haven't really been wearing a highlight all that much. When I am wearing makeup these days, it's really simple. It's definitely not this. It's a really simple makeup look, maybe a brown in the crease, a shimmer on the lid, a mascara, an eyeliner, and then out the door I go. I don't even put on foundation, blush, bronzer, any of that. So a highlight is one of the last things that I'm thinking about. So I still have 4 times use on this product. I think I can get that done by the update for next month. So we will likely see this roll out next month, but it is not a product that we're rolling out today. But I remember now why I kept this from my BoxyCharm days, because this is a BoxyCharm product. It's a really beautiful highlight, and I'm really happy to have it in my life and get some use out of it today. The next one I have is Jack of Spades, and for the Jack of Spades, I'm looking around because I think it's in my purse. The Jack of Spades was mainstream, and for mainstream, I pulled out the MAC Squirt Plumping Lip Gloss stick, right? Kind of like a Makeup by Mario stick in that you push it up and then you use what's on the end of it. It is in the shade Violet Beta, and it is so pretty. And I love it so much because it cools down any lip product that I have on it, because it's a really like cool tone of purple. Really cool tone of purple. I also really like it because it cools down my natural lip shade. So if I just want a natural look and my skin is a little more olive complected, my lips are very pink, so I think it makes me look kind of weird. If I put that lip gloss over the top of my lips, it cools them down quite a bit, and I feel like it looks normal for the first time ever. Last month when we talked about this, I had used it 5 times, and then in that video I also put it on again. Thank you, my subscriber who reminded me of that in the comment section, because I had not tallied it. So I needed to use it 4 more times, and I indeed did that. I think it is actually in my backpack, my work backpack, because I have been using it actually quite a bit. I've used it definitely more than this 4 times. I think I got my last use on it by the 4th of September, and we updated this project on the 20th of last month. So really quickly I was able to get the last 4 uses on that product. I also have like reapplied it multiple times throughout the day, and it's the one that I do use to reapply regardless of what I was wearing prior to it. So I know that I've used it a whole lot more than the 4 extra times that I needed to. So that will be rolling out today, a first rollout. Woot woot. The next one was for the Ace of Spades, and in July the Ace of Spades was a baby goal. And for baby goal, I did bring in my Midas Artistry 1 palette for No Pen Left Behind. And that sounds ridiculous for baby goal, but there's really only 6 shades in this palette. Last month when I updated this, the only shade that I had left to use was this one here, and I did get some use out of that on the 12th of September. So this is also a product complete as it pertains to my deck of panning. So excited. So excited about this. One thing that I realized with this palette is that it isn't as good as I remember it being, specifically the shimmer shade in here. I do think that the yellow is a very good yellow, but I also think that maybe Midas's formula just did not hold up as well as, you know, some of the other formulas that we see out here. That might be why, you know, they're no longer a brand. But it's just not as great as I remember it being. I could see this palette actually being one that I decluttered in my next palette declutter. My palette declutter for 2026. This might go. So that is another one that is gone. And then the last card that was pulled in for July was the Joker. I had joked with my friends that I had been so unlucky, you know, 2 years ago playing this game and rolled the Joker in like, I don't know, 45 times. I'm just kidding. There's not even that amount. I'm being exaggerative, but I rolled the Joker in so much a couple years ago, and I hadn't rolled it at all in like a year and a half, and yay, me. And then I got the Joker. So for the Joker, what I did was brought in a giant palette, because I'm also trying No Pan Left Behind. I'm really trying to get some use out of the palettes in my collection as well, which I feel like they go very unloved in year over year over year. So I did roll in this palette. It has 40 shades in it, I do believe. So I thought it would take me a while to get through it, and it did. And I feel like it was appropriate for the Joker. This is what the inside of it looks like, and I had to use every single one of these shades, and I finally was able to do that in a video that I posted last week, or maybe at the beginning of this week, talking about my life update. I used this palette in that and was able to complete it. I only had these shades in this corner to use in the last update, I believe, and then like sporadically a couple here and there. I do have some pictures I can post up here of some of the looks that I was able to create with this palette, but in the video that I posted on Monday, which I recorded on the 14th, I was able to finish this palette, No Pan Left Behind. So it is also a completed product in this project. So I'm super excited about that, because that's 2 palettes I was able to No Pan Left Behind this quarter through this deck of panning. So in August, I didn't need to pull a card, but I did end up pulling 2 cards because that's the funnest part of this game. So I was like, let's do it. Let's pull 2. I also knew that I was likely going to be done with the MAC lip gloss and the Midas Cosmetics palette. So I was like, I know I'm going to be done with 2. Let's pull 2. So I pulled an 8 of clubs, which at that time was gemstone. And for gemstone, I brought in my own gemstone. I am a September birthday. My birthday is on the 4th, and every year in September, because my anniversary on YouTube is in August, and my birthday is on the 4th of September, I do a giveaway video in September. So that is still going strong on my channel. If you have not went over there and followed the Yellow Brick Road entry into the giveaway, please do so. I would love to have you along for the ride, but you do have to be a subscriber on this channel. My birthday is in September. My gemstone is a sapphire. So I did pull the Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions palette in for No Pan Left Behind. And as of today, I have only used 1 shade, and that is this one. So I still have 8 more shades to use in this palette. I'm hoping that I can get it done by the end of September so that I don't have to fully roll into fall with this palette in the background, because I also have my Build Your Own palette full of blues and greens that I'm working on. So I'm hoping I can get it fully used up by the end of September, but this will remain in the deck of panning game for now. And then the last thing that I rolled in was for King of Diamonds in August, and King of Diamonds in August was No Pan Left Behind, and I already had 3 palettes in here that I was doing No Pan Left Behind, so I decided to go with a face palette. And for that face palette, I brought in this one, which is the Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow trio in Galactic Sun. This was part of her holiday collection a couple, maybe 3 years ago at this point. I don't know. Time goes by so quickly. I gave myself the rule to no pan left behind each one of these shades twice. And as you guys can see by the tracker, I was able to complete that with the last use being the other highlight that is on my face today. This one, which is a beautiful kind of, I don't know, coppery tone of highlight. It's a little more subtle, I feel like, than the Pretty Vulgar one that's in here. So it went down first, and then the Pretty Vulgar one just was kind of popped on the top. I am also using this blush today, kind of popped on the inner portion of my cheeks, whereas there's kind of a more berry one on the upper portion of my cheeks. I love Pat McGrath blushes. I think her blushes are so good. I think her bronzers are so good. Definitely not an overhyped product in her line. I feel like there's a lot of overhyped products in her line, but her blushes, bronzers, even her highlights are really dang good. So I didn't have a problem using this, and I was actually pretty excited to get more use out of it. And honestly, because it was in my rotation, I used each one of these shades a lot more than the 2 times that it needed to be used, except for the highlight. And I will go back to the statement that I made at the beginning. I think that that's just because I'm not wearing a whole hell of a lot of highlight these days. So with that said, we have 3 products that are rolling out. We have 3 that are staying in. Well, we have 4 that are rolling out because I forgot about the MAC product, and we have 3 that are staying in. 5 products is the typical number of products for this game. So, and I only rolled in 2 extra last month because I didn't have anything rolling out last month, and I knew that I would have 2 products rolling out this month for sure. So I am going to go back to 5 cards. So we are only going to pull 2 cards today. With that said, you just have your 2 cards, right? And you just shuffle them. Dang it. I wish I hadn't shuffled them because I like to show you where the Joker was based on last month's pulls. But this month, it's right here. So again, this is a card game, and it's based off this deck of cards and this game board that Emily creates and shuffles every single month around the 10th or 11th of the month so that we can play with a fresh game board. You need a deck of cards with 1 joker in it. I have friends that play with no jokers, and I have friends that play with both the jokers. So you can play it any which way you want to. The prompts are on the game board that Emily creates. But again, I have a friend that plays this game without using Emily's game board. So you can pretty much do what you want to, honestly. That said, it's just fun. It's just fun. Emily created it for us all to have fun. So I'm going to show you the game board while I shuffle the cards, and then we will go from there. I don't talk about what I like about the game board and what I don't like about the game board because I feel like that jinxes me. So I never talk about it. All the face cards are always the same throughout the year, and they're just face card reds or face card blacks. They all mean the same thing. They're not separated in meaning by their suits, but all of the number cards 2 through 10 are all different. And here is the game board. We see the veto is out again. I don't know what I would veto if I got the veto. I don't think I'd hold on to it though, because I mean, ultimately there's only what, 2 more episodes or 2 more updates before the finale, so it doesn't make sense to hold on to it. There is a lot on this that I feel like would be fun. So I always cut the deck on camera. I'm gonna cut the deck right here. We shuffle 1 more time and then we pull. These are my top 2 cards, and this is number 1. We have a red jack. Red jacks are indie, super fun. And then card number 2 is the 10 of diamonds. And the 10 of diamonds is non-makeup item. Okay. Okay. I dig that. Okay, I'll be right back. That was super fast. That did not take me any time at all. So for the Red Jack, that is an indie item. I thought I would bring out this. Again, I'm in this space where I'm trying to get as much use out of my palettes that are pretty unloved in my collection because I just have so many of them. And I also have a No Pan Left Behind going on in the back end, right? So I am bringing in a Melt Cosmetics palette. Melt is an indie brand. And I am bringing in the Bad Side Zodiac Earth palette. I am a Virgo. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is what it looks like. Not only is it perfection for the fall season, but it is also a small palette that I think I could blow through in a couple of eye looks and have this No Pan Left Behind it. So this is going to be No Pan Left Behind as well. And then for 10 of Diamonds non-makeup item, I'm bringing in this because I don't have very much left of it. I think that you guys can see that. There's not very much left of it at all. It is the Benefit Professional Hydro Pop. It's been an amazing hydrating essence that I've been using every single day that I put on makeup. But I often forget to put it on when I'm not wearing makeup. So I think that this will give me the kick in the butt that I need to remember to use it also when I'm not wearing makeup. And it's actually a really great product. I would totally repurchase it. Although when I went to link it the other day after I talked about it, I didn't see it online anywhere except for Mercari. So I don't know if it's a product that's even for sale anymore, but it's a really, really nice hydrating essence from Benefit. So those are the two products that I'm bringing in this month. And then these are the three that are in existence still. So we're back down to 5 products, but I think it's 5 products that I really need to focus on, and that is what we will do for the next month. The next update will be in October, right before Halloween. I'm so excited about fall. I also hope that you guys are so excited about fall. Fall is one of my, if not my favorite season. I really like summer because I like the sun and I like to get out on the water and all the things. I'm kind of a fish, but I also really like fall because of the changing of the leaves and just the beautiful colors, and because I'm a fall baby. I think truly fall inspires me because of that. But that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about my picks. Let me know if you are playing this game, what your picks were, or if I can come and watch your video. If you're on the playlist, know that I am watching you. I say that every single time, but I really am. I just don't always have the capacity to comment on every single video, and a lot of us on this platform are that way, and you are too as a regular old consumer, if you're a regular consumer. And no harm, no foul. But I am watching you. Know that if you are in the playlist. I hope that you guys had an amazing day. I hope that you and yours are well. I hope that you're going to have a great weekend. I hope that you are all safe, healthy, and getting along as best that you can. I hope that you are all loving each other, being kind humans, and living your best life. And until next time, bye friends.